Okay, we are going to look at a percentage of an amount. So these kind of questions come a lot with percentages. We sometimes work out an amount of a total using percentages. And you hear this in everyday life. For example, when shops have a sale, they often describe it using percentages. They might say you're getting 20% off the normal price, or you might hear a comment in the news and it might be about, for example, people in a workplace, 15% of workers went on strike, or something similar to these things. But percentages of an amount is something that you will come across quite a lot. So, for example, if you saw this sign, and it was like a pair of a t-shirt or something, is a 50% off £30, and you had to work out how much it was going to cost you. So that's probably an easy one, but we're going to look at it anyway to see how it works. So 50% is £15. And how did we work that out? Okay. Well, we worked it out because we know that 50% is half. So half of £30 is £15. So if we know that 50% is half, we work out half of £30, we work out £15. You're getting £15 off the price of the coat, £15 off, and the coat's going to cost £15. Now this was easy because we know that 50% is a half, and it's an easy one to work with. So we have to work out a way to do this with other percentages so that it always works. So using fractions is okay, but most people find fractions quite difficult. So we're going to instead use decimals. We can change the percentage to decimal and then multiply. So that will make sense the more examples we do. You change the percentage to a decimal and then you multiply. And you will be using your calculator. So for example, if you had to work out 27% of 300, you would change the 27% to 0.27, like we did last week, and then you would multiply by 300. At this point, you would use your calculator. So you just type it in. Where are we? 0.27 times 300. And if you have one of these oops, look what I've done. One of these calculators will come up on the screen and you can check that you've typed in the right thing. And just press equals. It gives you the answer, 81. It is okay to use your calculator, it's not cheating. So the answer this time was 81. We're going to go through a couple of different kinds of examples. So 15% of 60, 0.15 times 60. So look what we've done. We've changed it to a decimal and we have multiplied. So that's what it looks like on the calculator, equals 9. That answer is 9. Next one, 0.42 times 150. So you can see we have changed to a decimal and we're multiplying by 150. And this time we get 63. 0.17 times 800. Same thing again. 0.17 times 800 equals 136. 0.54 times £6. So I would tell you just to put the £6 in like 6.00, because this answer is more than likely going to be pounds and pence, and we might have some rounding off to do. So let's look at the answer. 0.54 times 6.00. That's your £6. And the answer you get, and these calculators give you a fraction, so this little button, SD, will change it to a decimal. And it's going to be £3.24. And it's makes it clearer to you that it's money if you put the 2 noughts in for the £6 or whatever more pounds it is. 73% of 9 metres, so we've got 73, 0.73. We could do the same again, right, 9.00, keep it in metres. So 0.73, oops, times 9.00, 6.57 metres. So imagine the question asked you to give it in centimetres. That would be 657 centimetres, because there are 100 centimetres in a metre. Then we have the question 9%. So you might be tempted to write 0.9, but you should know that it's 0.09. Any percent less than 10, you put in this extra naught, times 200. You may be able to do that without your calculator, but I'm going to do it anyway. Equals 80. Another similar question, 0.03 times 54. Use calculator. 0.03 times 54. And change to a decimal. 1.62. Do not be afraid to put a decimal number down for 2 decimal places if it was any longer. Use your rules about cancelling it down, or rounding it off, I should say. Okay, but that only had 2 decimal places, so it's fine to write it like that. So you have a worksheet to try for that. Please try it as well. Bye.